Hello everyone, and welcome back to our IELTS writing series. Today we're tackling a topic that can sometimes feel a bit daunting, but is absolutely crucial for a high score: grammar. You can have the most brilliant ideas, and you might know all the fantastic vocabulary we talked about in the last video, but if your grammar isn't accurate and varied, your score will definitely be limited. Grammatical range and accuracy is one of the 4 key marking criteria in IELTS writing, and just like vocabulary, it makes up a massive 25% of your final writing score. That's a quarter of your grade right there. But what does good grammar actually mean for IELTS? It really comes down to 2 main things. 1. Accuracy. This means making very few errors in your sentences. Your writing should be easy to understand. 2. Range. This means showing the examiner that you can use a variety of sentence structures, not just simple ones. In this video, we'll show you exactly how to master both of these aspects. We'll cover the most common mistakes that students make, how to build more sophisticated sentence structures, and we'll finish with a practice session to test your skills. So, let's get ready to polish up your grammar.
Let's start with the first key part of grammar: accuracy. To get a high score, you don't need to be absolutely perfect. Even native speakers make small mistakes sometimes. However, your errors should be minimal, and they should not make your writing difficult to understand. The examiner needs to be able to follow your ideas easily. Let's look at some of the most common mistakes that students make and how to fix them.
First up, and this is a big one, is subject-verb agreement. The basic rule sounds really simple. If the subject of your sentence is singular, the verb should be singular. If the subject is plural, the verb should be plural. However, IELTS questions often use long sentences with phrases in the middle that can try to confuse you. Look at this example. The increase in the number of cars are causing pollution. Now, it's easy to see cars and think the verb should be plural, are. But the real subject of this sentence is not cars, it's the word increase, and increase is a singular noun. Therefore, the verb must also be singular. So the correct sentence is, the increase in the number of cars is causing pollution. The trick is to always find the true subject of your sentence before you choose your verb. Don't be fooled by the words that come in between.
Articles, those little words like an, and the, are a huge challenge for many English learners. They can be tricky even for native speakers sometimes. Here's a simple rule of thumb to help you out. Use or an when you are talking about a general, singular noun that isn't specific, that both you and the reader know which one you mean. For example, the problem of pollution is serious. Here, the problem refers to the specific issue of pollution we're discussing in the essay. Crucially, when you are talking about general concepts, uncountable nouns, or plural nouns in a general sense, you often use no article at all. For example, you would say, governments should invest in education. You wouldn't say the education. Or pollution is a serious issue, not the pollution. Or cars cause pollution, not the cars cause the pollution. Be very careful about adding the where it isn't needed, especially with abstract nouns like information, society, progress, and education. This is a very common mistake.
Now for the second key part of grammar: range. If your entire essay is made up of only simple sentences like traffic is a problem, you simply cannot score above a band 6 for grammar. To impress the examiner and reach that higher score, you must show that you can build more complex and varied sentence structures. This doesn't mean that every single sentence has to be long and complicated. That would actually make your writing harder to read. The key is variety. You need a good mix of simple sentences. These have one independent clause, like traffic is a problem. They are good for clear, direct statements. Compound sentences. These join 2 or more related independent clauses, usually with a conjunction like and, but, or so. For example, traffic is a problem and it causes pollution. Complex sentences. These have one independent clause and at least one dependent clause, often linked by words like although, because, if, which, who, or that. For example, although it provides convenience, the car is a major source of pollution. Using a variety of these sentence types demonstrates your grammatical flexibility and control.
So, how do you actually build these more complex sentences? Here are 3 powerful grammatical tools you can use. 1. Relative clauses. These are clauses that start with words like which, that, or who. They are used to add extra information to a noun in your sentence. They effectively combine 2 ideas into one sentence. For example, the government passed a law. This law bans smoking in public places. We can combine these into one complex sentence. The government passed a law which bans smoking in public places, or a law that bans smoking. 2. Conditional sentences. These sentences start with if and talk about a possible situation and its result. They are excellent for showing cause and effect or discussing hypothetical scenarios, which is common in IELTS essays. For example, if more people used public transport, there would be less congestion. This shows a cause and a hypothetical effect. Notice the use of would be in the result clause. 3. Subordinating conjunctions. These words connect a dependent clause, an idea that can't stand alone, to an independent clause, a main idea. They are fantastic for showing relationships between ideas, like contrast or reason. Common examples include although, while, even though, for contrast. Although technology connects us, it can also lead to isolation. Because, since, as, for reason. Because public transport is efficient, many people choose it. Using these structures consistently demonstrates excellent grammatical control and a wide range of sentence types.
Good grammar also includes good punctuation. Punctuation is essential for making your sentences clear and easy to understand. Commas. You absolutely need to use commas correctly. They are essential for separating introductory phrases or clauses from the main part of the sentence. For example, in conclusion, governments must act, or although it is convenient, working from home can be isolating. Separating items in a list. For example, cars cause pollution, noise, and congestion. Semicolons. This is a more advanced punctuation mark, often seen as a tool for achieving a band 8 or 9 score. A semicolon can be used to connect 2 complete sentences that are very closely related in meaning. It's a bit like using a period, but it shows a closer link between the 2 ideas. For example, the plan has a major flaw. It fails to address the root cause of the problem. It's more stylish than simply using and to join them, and it shows a higher level of grammatical control. However, be careful. Only use a semicolon if you are absolutely confident you understand how to use it correctly. A misplaced semicolon can actually be a grammatical error.
Okay, it's time to put your knowledge to the test. We've talked about accuracy and range, and now it's time for some practice. I'm going to show you 3 sentences that contain common grammar errors. Your task is to pause the video, try to identify the error, and correct the sentence yourself. Then we'll look at the correct version together. Ready? Let's go. Here's our first practice sentence. Let's see if you can spot the mistakes. One of the most important solutions to this problem are to educate children from a young age. Take a moment to think about subject-verb agreement and plural nouns. All right, let's look at the corrections. The phrase one of the always requires a plural noun to follow it, so it should be solutions, not solution. Also, the real subject of the sentence is the singular word one, not solutions. Therefore, the verb must be singular, is, not are. The correct sentence is, one of the most important solutions to this problem is to educate children from a young age. Well done if you got that. Here's the second sentence. See if you can find the error here. Although working from home is convenient, it can cause loneliness. Think about sentence structure and punctuation. What's wrong with this? The mistake here is a very common one called a sentence fragment. The first part, although working from home is convenient, is a dependent clause. It starts with although, which makes it incomplete on its own. It cannot be a full sentence with a period at the end. It needs to be connected to the main clause. It can cause loneliness. The correct way to fix this is to join the 2 parts into one complex sentence using a comma. Although working from home is convenient, it can cause loneliness. This creates a correct and well-formed complex sentence.
So, to get a high score for grammar in IELTS writing, you need to be a master of 2 things: accuracy and range. 1. Focus on accuracy. Make sure you fix your common errors. Pay special attention to subject-verb agreement, correct article usage, an, the, no article, and proper punctuation. 2. Demonstrate range. Don't just write simple sentences. Make sure you use a mix of simple, compound, and complex sentences throughout your essay. 3. Master complex structures. Practice using relative clauses, conditional sentences, and subordinating conjunctions to create more sophisticated and varied sentences. 4. Proofread. This is probably the most important tip of all. Always, always, always leave yourself at least 2 or 3 minutes at the end of the writing test to go back and check your work. Finding and fixing even a few small mistakes can make a huge difference to your grammar score. Read your sentences aloud if it helps you spot errors. By focusing on these key takeaways, you'll be well on your way to improving your grammar and achieving that Band 7+ score.
Thank you so much for watching. We hope this guide has given you a clear path to improving your grammatical accuracy and range for the IELTS writing test. Remember, it's about being accurate and showing variety. If this video was helpful for you, please give it a like. It really helps our channel out and lets us know you appreciate the content. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel for more IELTS tips, strategies, and lessons. A great way to improve is by practicing consistently. Try writing one complex sentence using a new grammar structure every day. And now I have a challenge for you. Try writing a complex sentence using one of the structures we learned today, relative clauses, conditionals, or subordinating conjunctions, in the comments section below. Let's see your fantastic grammar in action. Until next time, keep practicing, and I'll see you in the next video.